said, okay, your diamond training number 1 is leadership is about vision. All right. My favorite story, one of my favorite stories is one of Alice in Wonderland, where she's walking down the road and she gets to the point where she can go turn right or she can turn left. And Cheshire Cat is there. And she says, which way should I turn? And he goes, well, where are you going? And she goes, I don't know. And he goes, well, it doesn't matter if you turn right, if you turn left, if you don't know where you're going. So you guys, if you have not created one yet, I want you to create a vision board. All right. Do either of you have a vision board? Okay, not yet. Yeah, no. Okay, if you don't, create one. If you do, awesome. You guys, I want you to be a vision board where it's going to those are going to be your result-oriented goals. All right. It can be whatever you want. Your fitness goals, your health goals, your family goals, your financial goals. There's no wrong way or right way to create a vision board. But the vision board will be a visual that you can see every single day. Now, with the vision board, and Keyshawn called it this the other day, she called it a action board. And I was like, what do you mean by that? She's like, it's a vision board, but she's like, it requires action. She's like, anyone can create a vision board. Anyone can create a vision board. But she's like, it's the actions you're going to have to take in order to get that vision to come true. And I was like, it's so true. And I'm like, for example, if you want to lose 20 pounds, I've got a vision, I want to lose 20 pounds. All right, well, that's not just going to happen by you thinking about it. What are the actions you're going to take? You're going to eat healthy. You're going to press play every single day. You're going to follow your meal plan. You're going to use the containers. You're going to stop the fast food and the junk food. We're going to stop having Super Bowl parties. We're going to keep drinking our water. What are the actions you're going to take in order to get that result? So you guys, that's your first call to action is, if you haven't created a vision board yet, create one. And I want a list of actions you're going to take in order to get those results that you want. All right. Okay. Number 2. You guys, I'm going to share my screen with you. I am going to go over the Premier Goal Guide. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. Can you guys see this? Zoom updated and now it's weird. And so you guys are on this screen of me and I hate that I can't see you right here. But anyways, okay. So guys, this is the Premier Goal Guide. All right. Okay. If you can understand this business, you have it figured out. You can be like, okay, that makes so much more sense. How we here at Corporate created the Premier Goal Guide is we look at all the top coaches and we're like, what are they doing that they all have in common? They're advancing their business. They're growing their income. They're growing their volume. They're growing their teams. What are they all doing that they have in common? And this is where we created the Premier and the Elite Goal Guide. Now, you guys, in our 2017 execution strategy meeting we had last month, we talk so much about elite. And elite is so amazing, but the Premier, that is a stepping stone to elite. You guys, being a Premier coach is unbelievable. If you can be a Premier coach within your first 2 years, holy smokes, that's awesome. So it's a stepping stone to elite. So I want you guys, I'm going to break down Premier, just breaks down elite to a little bit farther. It makes it more doable. That doesn't seem like this big old huge goal that you're never going to get. It's like, okay, it's a stretch goal, but it seems doable. This is just a stepping stone to elite. So you guys, in order to be a 2017 Premier coach, these are the following 3 requirements you have to have. You have to be a paid 2-star diamond or higher for at least 1 bonus week in December 2017. This little asterisk means these are the bonus weeks that count. All right, 12/6, 12/13, 12/20, and 12/27. Let me tell you a super sad story. One of my diamonds, she actually hit 2-star on December 1st. She had 150 elite points. She was 2-star December 1st. Guess what? That wasn't a bonus week. December 7th, 14th, 21st, and 28th. Those were the bonus weeks that counted. December 1st didn't. And you guys, she lost it the next week and she could not get her 2-star back. So make sure that you've got these dates down here, asterisk, just marked big, huge red X, pink X, whatever, just so that you know those are the dates that count. The next requirement is you have to have a minimum of 2 personally sponsored coaches reach diamond or higher for the first time in 2017 and have at least 2 of them hold the rank of diamond or higher for at least 1 bonus week. So you guys, you're both diamond right now. You've never had any diamonds. So your goal is to get to 2 diamonds to advance to diamond this year. And these 2 diamonds have to hold that rank on one of these dates. Now, say, for example, you advance 5 diamonds, but only two of them have to hold that rank. But every single year, you have to advance 2 new ones. You guys, there were some 5 stars that didn't advance 2 new ones. There were some 10 stars, some 15 stars that didn't advance 2 new diamonds for the year. They weren't premier, they weren't elite. So these coaches who are like 2, 3, 5, 10 times elite and premier coaches, they are working their butts off just like you, because they start back at 0 elite points, 0 diamonds. All right. So every single year you have to advance at least 2 new personally sponsored coaches to diamond or higher. And at least 2 of them have to hold diamond or higher for at least one of the bonus weeks. Requirement number 3 is you have to earn a total of 135 elite points from any combination of points from the 4 elite point categories. The only difference between elite and premier is with elite, you have to be at least 5-star. With premier, you have to be at least 2-star. With elite, you have to earn a total of 135 points, but there's minimums and maximums from the categories. They're like, all right, like you have to earn a total of 135, but we want some to come from this category, some to come from this. They have minimums and maximums. With premier, we just say we want you to earn a total of 135 points. We do not care where they come from. Just earn a total of 135 points. So you guys, this is how you earn them. Category number 1. It's your personally sponsored coaches from last year and this year hitting Success Club. All right? Personally sponsored coaches from last year and this year hitting Success Club. Say, for example, in January, you have 1 coach that hit Success Club. Hitting Success Club for you is non-negotiable. So make that a non-negotiable. If you want to grow your team, your volume, your income, then hitting Success Club for you is a must every single month. You guys, when you hit it yourself, you get to double those points. So 1 times 2 is 2. You get 2 elite points for that. Now, say, for example, you have 0 coaches who hit Success Club, but you still hit it. 0 times 2 is still 0, so you don't get any elite points. The only way you get elite points is your personally sponsored coaches from last year and this year hitting Success Club. Let me tell you an awesome story. I had a coach that went diamond in March of last year, and I called her because she had all these elite points, and I was like, Jamie, I was like, you're doing awesome. I'm like, when did you become a coach? And she goes, just 2 months ago. And I go, that's amazing. So you reached diamond in 2 months. And she goes, yeah. Well, all right. I said, you could possibly be elite this year, because she had a bunch of elite points. And I said, how many coaches do you have hitting Success Club per month? And she goes, none. She goes, I really just built my diamond off of discount coaches. And I was like, all right. I'm like, this month, focus on helping 1 coach hit Success Club. And she's like, all right. The next month we talk, she goes, Lace, I helped a coach hit Success Club. And I was like, awesome, right on, that's so perfect. I go, all right, now this month helped 2. Next month we talk, same thing. Lace, I helped 2 coaches hit Success Club. Awesome, perfect. This month helped 3. You guys, she went from having an SC base of 0, so she went from having no coaches hitting Success Club to having an average of 4 hitting it. All right, and how did she do that? She just increased it by 1. Every single month she tried to do 1 more. Every single month she tried to do 1 more. It's that whole saying, how do you eat an elephant? 1 bite at a time. You can't eat the whole thing. It's just like way too big, but you eat it 1 bite at a time. My coach, Jamie, who went from diamond to 4-star, actually, she missed elite by 1 star. She was a premier coach, but she went from diamond to 4-star in 9 months. And you guys, all she said was, I just did the vital behaviors. And I know that we always hear that, like, do the vitals. That really is the secret sauce. She was talking to her upline coach, Christina Delgado, who's a top coach in the network. She's on one of her team calls. And she said, Lacey, Christina Delgado said that she has an SC base of 10, which means she has about 10 coaches on average hitting Success Club. And Jamie goes, I'm only 6 people away from a top coach in the network. But Jamie had an SC base of 4. She was helping 4 coaches per month. Christina Delgado, a top coach in the network, was helping 10. She was only 6 people away. So you guys, just eat that elephant 1 bite at a time. If you don't have any coaches working right now, just focus on getting 1 to work and help hit Success Club. All right? When you do that, focus on helping 2. Just increase it by 1 more than you did the previous month. All right, category number 2. This is your personally sponsored coaches' personal volume. It's just your personally sponsored coaches from just this year, 2017. All right? For every 500 in PSPV, you get 1 elite point. So say, for example, in January, you bring in 1 coach. This can be coaches, discount coaches, whatever. You bring in 1 coach, and their PSPV totals 300. Divide that by 500, you still get 0. Now say in February, you bring in one more coach. So between the coaches you brought in January and the coach you brought in February, it totals 600 PSPV. Divide that by 500 and you get 1 elite point. All right. What happens to that extra 100 PSPV? It's a rolling total. You guys, you never ever lose it. It's just a rolling total. All right. For every 500 you get, it drops off and you get 1 elite point, but it's a rolling total. I always say it's so important to be bringing in new coaches every single month, especially these beginning months like January, February, March, April, May, June, these beginning months, because a coach you bring in January, it'll help you all year long. You guys, when they're on Shakeology HD, every single month that Shakeology ships, you get 90 more PV. That same coach can help you every single month with that PSPV. All right. So a coach you bring in like November, it'll help you November, December, but a coach you bring in January will help you all year long. All right. Now, if it were a perfect world and every coach you brought in stayed, you'd only have to bring in about 1 in January, 1 in February, and just 2 the rest of the year. We all know that coaches come in and coaches go out. So I say shoot for bringing in at least 3 to 5 coaches per month. All right. Guys, this next category. This is a category that I'm so thankful that they added. This is your personally sponsored coaches, your personally sponsored customers from this year, 2017, their CPV. All right. So it's your customers' personal volume, your personally sponsored customers' personal volume. Guys, what we saw last year is so many coaches were bringing in coaches like crazy, like super fast. So many coaches were just coming in super fast. And guess what? Those coaches were going out just as fast as they were coming in. When you don't help people get results, when people don't have the transformation, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, when they don't have that transformation and it gets a little bit hard and they realize they have to put in work, they're like, peace out, this isn't for me. But you guys, when they get results, when they have that transformation, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual, when they have that transformation, they become Beachbody for lifers, and they want to shout from the rooftops for everyone to hear that Beachbody changed their life. That we have the most amazing programs, we have the most amazing products, and we have the accountability and the support group from you guys, the coaches. 71% of all coaches were challengers first. You guys, the challenge groups are the bread and butter. Carl said it today when he says, you guys, we're not selling things to people. We're not trying to sell things. He goes, we're building relationships. I always say, write down the word recruiting, cross it out with a big, huge X, and write build relationships of trust. Because that's what we're doing. We're building relationships. We're getting people to trust us. And then they open up to us. They all have a want to get healthier. They have a want to get more fit and to like live life to the fullest. But they're like, oh, we want that, but we're not sure. Guys, after this weekend, they all have a need now. They're like, I feel disgusting. I feel gross. Like, reach out to them. All right. It works the same exact way. For every 500 CPV, you get 1 elite point. So say, for example, in January, you bring in 2 customers and it totals 250 CPV. Divide that by 500, you still get 0. In February, you do the same thing. You bring in 2 more. So between the ones you brought in January and February, now it totals 500 CPV. Divide it by 500 and you get 1. So once again, it's that rolling total. For every 500 in CPV, you get 1 elite point. You never ever lose any. All right. Say, for example, if you bring in a customer and then they become a coach, they'll count as a customer in here. And then when they switch over to a coach, they're going to count up in this category. So you guys, you're still going to get credit for both them being a customer or for being a coach. So I always say too, focus on bringing at least 3 to 5 customers every single month to be on track. Because same thing, we know that when people come in, they also go out, which is crazy. I'm a Beachbody for lifer. I say that Shakeology is liquid gold. Okay, category number 4. This is your advancement team volume, your ATV. All right. You earn 1 elite point for every 10,000 increase in advancement team volume. Okay, say for example, in 2016, you ended with 10,000 ATV. You guys, ATV is volume 3 levels deep, just 3 levels deep. It's volume from your personally sponsored coaches, from their personally sponsored coaches, and from their personally sponsored coaches. It's just volume 3 levels deep, all right? So think of your coaches as your kids, and then their personally sponsored coaches as your grandkids, and then their personally sponsored coaches as your great-grandkids. It's just volume 3 levels deep. Now what you have to do is you have to meet the volume you did last year, and then for every 10,000 above that, that's where you get 1 elite point. So if this coach ended 2016 with 10,000 ATV, and this year she ends with 50,000 ATV, that means she increased by 40,000, all right? Divide that by 10,000 and you get 4 elite ATV points. Now I remember when I started on at corporate, it's like a couple months training, and it's like, you feel like you have like this fire hose just of information. Like I'd go home and I'd be like, I'd have nightmares about ATV. I'd be like, ATV, XYZ, 3 levels deep, kids, grandkids, divide by 10,000. Whereas the ATV category overwhelmed me. So Bonnie Ingalls said it best when she was at NLC. She was a top coach last year, NLC. Did you guys see that? He does that on purpose. They saw you and they think you're so mean. So yeah, she was there at NLC as a top coach presenting. And she said, coaches, last year I was a 2-star. I was sitting in your seat. She says, NLC changed my life. She's like, NLC changed my business. It changed my leadership skills. It changed me. You guys, I want you to put NLC on every single one of your vision boards. Put NLC there. That weekend will change your business. It'll change your leadership. It'll change you. But she said, NLC was a turning point in my business. She goes, I was so overwhelmed with all the information, but I took a step back and I was like, all right, what were 4 of the things that all the top coaches hit on, that all like corporate hit on, that it always came back to these 4 things. And she goes, and this is what I focused on this last year. And I went from 2-star to 15-star by focusing on these 4 things. She goes, number 1, hitting Success Club for me was non-negotiable. If I want to grow my team, my volume, my business, I have got to hit Success Club every single month. Number 2, I've got to help my coaches hit it. Number 3, I've got to bring in new coaches every single month. And number 4, I've got to bring in new customers every single month. She said, I focus on those 4 things. And she goes, I went from 2-star diamond to 15-star, a top 10 coach. So it's about being consistent. Doing the daily 4. The daily 4, I call the Fantastic 4, doing those Fantastic 4 daily, which the Fantastic 4 are, number 1, add people to your network every single day. Connect with people every single day. Invite people to something, whether it's to a free group or a challenge group or a sneak peek. I mean, it doesn't even have to be about health or fitness. I have a coach who I work with who she's amazing at makeup. And she does these little free makeup groups where she gives tips and tricks and ideas and all that kind of stuff. But it's just about getting you in front of people to get them to know you, to get you to be able to connect with them. So invite people to something. And number 4 is follow up. The Fantastic 4 are what you should be doing daily. Adding people to your network, connecting with people, inviting people, and following up with people. Guys, if you focus on those 4 things, I always say successful people just do the basics better. Guess what those 4 things are? Those are like the 4 vitals. The secret sauce and the vital behaviors. And I know we get so sick of hearing that we're just like, seriously, can't there be another answer? There isn't. The 4 vitals are your recipe for success. All right. Okay. Scrolling down, this next thing, this is the Premier Goal Guide. All right. Jessica Bauer Nilsson gave the most amazing national wake up call on tracking. She said, once she started tracking her business, it grew by 300%. She said, what you track goes whack. What you track, you can impact. For example, say you got these clients, all right? You got these clients, Jill, you got these clients, and they're like, these programs don't work. They don't work. I haven't lost any weight. They do not work. They're like, I'm pushing play every single day. I'm drinking my shake every single day. I'm following my meal plan every single day, and I have not lost any weight. You're like, all right. So like you're pushing play every single day. Like you're getting your workout on. Yeah, I'm sweating my guts out to like 20-minute hardcore and quarter 4s and Saturday max 30. Like I'm dying. All right, perfect. And you're drinking your shake every single day. Yeah, every single day I'm drinking my shake. And you're following the meal plan. Yep, I'm eating my chicken and my broccoli and my brown rice and my sweet potatoes and my healthy fats and my fruit. Every single day I'm following the meal plan. And you're tracking with the containers. no, that's too much work. Like, it just takes too much time. And plus, I can totally eyeball what a yellow is. I can totally eyeball what a blue and a green and a red is. We all know we have like the biggest eyes ever for the yellow container because we love carbs. I love carbs. You guys, you tell them, all right, this week I want you to use containers. I want you to track every single day. Next week, they're like, Jill, Jeopardy, these programs work. I lost 5 pounds in 1 week. Yeah, because they started tracking. You guys, what you track, you can impact. What you track goes whack. I'll never forget Jessica Bauer Nelson saying that because I'm like, it's so true. Think of anything you start tracking. Think about when you're trying to grow your muscles. If you're lifting the same exact weight every day, the same exact reps, you're never going to grow. But if you're tracking your weight, you're tracking your reps, you're trying to be better, you grow. You guys start tracking it. And let me just tell you, okay, I'm going to stop sharing my screen right now. Let me just tell you, the funnest calls in the entire world to make are the elite and the premier calls. Oh my heavens, they're so much fun. I was sicker than a dog on the day we made those calls. There was no way I was missing that day. I was sneezing like 4 or 5 times in between the calls. I was blowing my nose. I was coughing. I was sore throat, but I was not missing that day because it is so much fun to call and be like, you are a 2017 elite or premier coach. It's so awesome. They cry, happy tears. Their husbands are there, their boyfriends, their kids, because you work so hard. Let me tell you, the saddest call in the world to make is to those coaches who have 134 elite points. You guys, they cried. I cried. Oh my heavens. Talk about heartbreaking. So sad. And let me tell you why tracking is so important. I had a coach I worked with last year, and we had our call, and she's like, Lacey, she says, I just got the elite report, and I'm missing at a point. And I go, you are? She's like, yeah. She's like, according to my calculations. And she goes, and I track this with a fine-tooth comb. She goes, I'm missing 1 elite point. Then I go, all right, call in. I go, call in the culture relations to get it figured out. Sure enough, she called in. There was a glitch in the system. And you guys, she was missing 1 elite point. What if all these coaches who had 134 points really had 135, but they didn't know because they weren't tracking? Oh my heavens, you guys, like, it's technology. Like, computers have glitches. Like, nothing is ever perfect. Track it. So you guys, I'm going to put this in the file section. I want you to print out this Premier Goal Guide. I want you to put the one that has the example of where you should be, and then the one where you actually are. And I want you to track. All right? It helps you to visually see like where you're lacking or where you can improve and just where you're at. Don't be that person who is that coach who has 134 points, but probably had 135. Oh, you guys, I'm not kidding you. Like, seriously, cried. It was so sad. And I told them I didn't want to make the call, but I promised them because they knew they were so neck and neck. It was going to be so close, you know. They're within a few points. And we had some 5 stars, some 10 stars, some 15 stars, 134 points. They didn't have 135. I was like, come on, Carl, can't you just bend the rules? But you guys, with that being said, that is New Diamond Training number 1. So your call to actions, what I'll do is I'll post the call to actions in the group. So if you'll just comment underneath them with your assignment, then that will be perfect. So your call to action is to create that vision board if you haven't yet. The vision board with the actions, which they call it a vaction board. I love it. I was like, Keyshawn, I'm going to steal that. But your vision board with the actions you're going to take in order to reach these goals. She's so cute, Shayla. She's adorable. Or is it Shala? She's adorable. But yes, you guys, so your vision board with the action-oriented goals, and then print out that Premier Goal Guide. Print it out and start tracking. All right? Any questions at all? Because I'm here to help you grow your team, your volume, income. The more you're growing, the more you're advancing, the more people you're helping. We're giving people their lives back. We're giving them their self-confidence back, their self-love, their self-respect, their self-esteem. My favorite part of everybody's transformation is the light that comes back in their eyes. The light. Oh my heavens, you guys. We're helping people get results. We're helping them achieve their goals, and we're helping them lead healthy. I always add in happy, and I hope Carl's okay with that. Healthy, happy, fulfilling lives. That's what we're doing. We're changing the world. We totally are. So any questions, you guys, before I let you go?
I have one. Hi. I missed the beginning. Oh, sorry, Jill. I came in a little bit late. Is this going to be recorded so I can watch the beginning?
I'll send you the recording. I didn't record this one, but I have one from like last week.
Okay.
Hi. Hi, princess.
I'm Alessandra. I went to Granny's house.
Okay.
Oh, awesome. It's nice to meet you.
Okay, so nice to meet you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Of course. Message me, Facebook message me and say, hey, would you send me the video? Perfect.
Quick question. So is there any time during the year where we actually would get like a little subtotal on elite points, or is it not till the very end?
No, every single month, you guys, the second Friday of the month. And now that you're diamond, like you don't get that report until you become diamond, but now that you're diamond, you'll get that report every single month, the second Friday. It'll tell you how many PSP points you have, like how many points you have on everything, your ATV, all that kind of stuff. So use that to track. And that's how my coach knew, is she was tracking.
Awesome. Thank you.
You guys are amazing. Anything else? Okay, guys, I'm going to let you get to your nights. Thank you so much. I know there's a million other things you can be doing with your time, so thank you so much for taking the time out and to be here with me. So I'm here to help you guys grow, all right? Bye. Have a good night, everybody. Bye. Oh, I guess I did record it.